Good afternoon, guys. How you all doing? This is the second video, and today is January 20th, Wednesday, January 20th, 2016. I'm approaching the toll booths of the New Jersey Turnpike. The Turnpike, the highway that I take home every day from work to home. From work, how I go home, and actually from home to work too. Obviously the opposite direction. This is where I usually drive. Actually, this is not where I usually drive, but I have to drive here. I have to take this way for the last 6 or 7 or maybe even 8 months, because the other 95, the other part of the turnpike that I usually take, now has a construction. There's always 2 lanes there, but now 1 lane is permanently closed. 1 lane is permanently closed until 2016. I don't know when in 2016, because it's already 2016, but I don't know, probably summer or even fall 2016, that the lane will be permanently closed because they're rebuilding the bridge, they're rebuilding the ramp, they're rebuilding the approach to the I-95 South. So there's always traffic in there. There are 4 lanes that used to merge into 2 lanes, which was fine, but now those 4 lanes merge into the 1 single lane, and guess what, guys? Every day there's a jam in there. Every day there's some traffic problem. So in order to avoid that, I come this way. I come here to the other part of the same New Jersey Turnpike. But at least, as you can see, there's no traffic around here. There's no problem entering it. And there we go. Just driving. On the left-hand side, as some of you already know, you can see the Secaucus train station. This is the New Jersey Transit train station and the train and the station interchange. There's one direction which is parallel to the road, and there is one direction that is crossing both New Jersey Turnpike and the trucks that are parallel to us. So the trucks that go to the direction, to the opposite direction of where we're driving now, can take you to New York City, Penn Station, 33rd, 32nd, 34th Street. The trucks that go to the left-hand side from here, there's a next and last stop in Hoboken. So people take train to Hoboken from there, and for those who work in the downtown Manhattan, they can take PATH train that goes to World Trade Center. So finally the World Trade Center station is operating, it's open. It's not complete yet. I don't know how long is it going to take to complete, because it's really taking a while. I don't know why it's taking a while, but it does take a while to complete that road. It just takes too long. But hopefully one day all the construction will be done, so the station most likely is getting more trucks, and of course the platforms, more platforms and more trucks, because right now I see there are 2 trucks, or maybe 4 trucks, but I have seen only 2 trucks. I'm not sure if I've seen everything, because it only happened once to me. I arrived at the station. I actually have been at that World Trade Center PATH station only once in my life, ever. That was in September. That was the day when we went all the way up to the One World Trade Center Observatory. We took that train, as some of you know, we took that train all the way to World Trade Center, and then the train arrives right there, right underneath the building, so it was nice. It was a really good ride. We didn't even have to go outside. We didn't have to go out on the street to actually get there, which is totally cool. I like it. Especially in the bad weather, especially when it's hot. I mean, hot hot, I can handle, but when it's cold and windy, this shit I cannot handle. I refuse to go outside when it's too cold. Only if I have to. Yeah, this is the way I am. I don't really walk around when it's too damn freaking cold, like 5 Fahrenheit degrees and shit like that. So I don't do that, especially when it's windy. In the cold season like that, my only way is from house to the car, from car to the store, to the work building, office building, to either house or apartment building or whatever, but it's all with the car. Everything involves the car, and I try not to walk outside, or at least I try to walk outside I try to take shorter walks as possible, because I never got used to this kind of cold weather. A lot of people think that, oh, Russia is cold, although Soviet Union, the ex-Soviet Union, but especially here, not everybody understands that Soviet Union used to be so big, and there are places that it's really not cold in there. Because the place I was born in and raised in, even gets less snow than sometimes New York gets, and it definitely doesn't get that cold. And especially that there are no winds, so we don't get those winds in there. I say we, but actually not we, because I do not really consider Uzbekistan being my home anymore. It's been almost 15 years since I moved out. My home is here, my children are here, my family is here, and actually my entire big family is here. So this is my home now. No matter what the patriots say, no matter what all these people say that are zombies, you know, with TVs and stuff like that. This is my home now, and I live here, and you know, I can't complain. It's fine. I live here fine. I have a job, I have a house, I have a family, and I have to say, I have to admit that I think that I'm happy. So, the reason I'm making those videos is just because, you know, one day I started it and I kind of liked it, and now, damn, that car. Okay, and now it's probably an addiction now. I just like doing this. So it's a nice pickup truck on the right, but it's a shorter version. The pickup trucks I admire, the pickup trucks I admire now is those are the full 4-door trucks called extended crew cabin. That's what I like. This one I don't really like, but overall it's a nice truck. Of course it's a gas guzzler, but being said, gas is 163 a gallon today. That's what I have seen today, a 163 a gallon, which is just absolutely cheap. Last time I see the price 163 a gallon was probably in 2002 or 2003, but in New York. In New Jersey, the lowest price we have ever seen in New Jersey since 2001 was obviously in 2001, 2002. It was 99 cents a gallon. 99 cents a gallon. Let's say $1 a gallon. $1 per gallon. How about that? And I do not believe that it's going this way with all that oil. Speaking of oil, I think oil just hit the bottom of $24 today. I'm not sure, either today or yesterday. The barrel of oil was $24. So that means the gas is definitely going to go down even more. So I'll see what the price is. So right now it's 163. if anybody wants to know, per liter divided by 3.79, and you'll get 43 or 44 or 46 cents, something like that, per liter, which is totally fine. Now I spend less than $20 a week to fill up my car to go to work. As many of you know, I drive 25 miles one way, 25 miles or 40 kilometers if you wish. United Airlines 767, I think this was 767, not sure, I think so. It was definitely bigger than 737, so it must be 767 or maybe 757. I actually didn't look. I think I had a flight on one of those with United. I remember when I was coming back from Dominican Republic, the aircraft that was supposed to carry us home was a 737, but then they had an aircraft change and finally a 767 came in, so there was a lot of seats, because obviously that aircraft is bigger than a 737, so there were a lot of empty seats, which was really nice. Like me and my wife were sitting on the 3-seater, which was really cool. You know, one seat was for us. We liked it. I don't know how it happened. Maybe the other 737 went technical or something, you know, broken down or whatever, so they sent another plane. Or maybe the flight to Dominican Republic got so heavily overbooked, so they decided to change the plane, which is possible too. I know actually both scenarios are possible, especially from many years in the airport and airline industry that I worked in. I have to say that both scenarios are possible. Either of these two happened. But we enjoyed the flight though, because the 767s, they are usually meant for longer distances anyway. I mean, they don't usually fly between New York and Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. They do longer distances, but they also do New York, Los Angeles, but most of them are transatlantic or trans-Pacific, or sometimes they go to Latin America too. Not sure about trans-Pacific, but transatlantic for sure. Trans-Pacific usually is a heavy traffic, so they try to use bigger planes like 747, but I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure if United does have a 747, so maybe they are using 767s to fly to Asia. Actually, I really forgot what they have, but I don't think they have bigger planes. I know Delta's got bigger planes. Delta definitely got 747. That came into Delta after the merger with Northwest Airlines, because Delta never had 747s, but then Northwest, when they acquired Northwest after the merger, yes, all the NWA 747s were of course repainted into Delta. They all got Delta logos, and there we go. Now Delta has 747s. As you see, we exited the turnpike because I checked the local traffic on my phone with Google Maps, and I saw the road was all the way green, so I decided to exit here and take a few traffic lights. Unfortunately, that big rig is driving so slow in front of us, but we don't have much of the one-lane road left, so whatever. Once we merge to the other road, we'll be fine. Yep. Even right now, I see this guy illegally is going to change the lane. I don't want to do this, but okay, you changed the lane, now what? Hello, maybe you speed up. Okay, oh, nice. Alright, good. Here we go now. But I don't want to drive too fast either, because sometimes the cops hide right around this corner. You could see the cops sometimes, and they hide right there. They sit right there with a laser, with a radar, and catch people doing not really high speeds. You know, guys, one day they caught me here for doing 67 miles. I didn't even notice that I was going that fast. Only 17 miles, and this asshole stopped, pulled me over, and gave me a ticket. This mother flower. So ever since then, I try not to drive more than 60 here, because 50 is a limit. What am I gonna do? So anyway, now we are on the regular road, which is still kind of considered as highway, but it's not really a highway because it's got traffic lights on it. But this is one of the major roadways in our region here in New Jersey, in this part of New Jersey. It's Route 1 and 9, Route 1 and Route 9. They divide in a few miles from here. Route 1 goes south, Route 9 goes a little bit southeast. And this is where, and these roads never meet after that. It looks like the gas price has been just lowered today to 161. It was 163 this morning in the same gas station. Yeah, so the gas prices are going down. And this is fine, and I like it. So now what? It looks like I got a text message. Let me see what this is. Let me see what this is. Oh, text message from Moscow. Okay. Alright, I'll read it later, because I try not to use my phone while I'm moving in the car. Sometimes I read it when I stand at the traffic light, but as I figured out, this can also be illegal, even if you're standing. Yeah, for some reason it's still illegal. But I believe that if you're standing and if you're watching the traffic lights, that you really don't mess around with it, and you just, why don't you just read the message, whatever came into you. But I heard people are getting tickets for actually sitting in a stop traffic, but still getting tickets for using phone while driving. But technically, I guess technically it's still while driving. If you follow every law, then I guess it's considered being driving. Anyway, hey, let me read this a little bit. Okay. Alright, I read my message. It wasn't on the camera, so screw that. No, I didn't read anything. I actually didn't read anything. This is a joke, okay? This is a joke. Now let me go a little faster on this lane. This lane isn't the best lane on this road. Maybe that's why it's faster. As you can see, there's a lot of potholes in here. Oh, one has to be fixed. Oh, come on. It was faster, but now this guy and somebody in front of this guy too, they're not moving so well. Alright, anyway, we got a red traffic light in here. It came out being faster, but not fast enough. There's still a red light in front of us. So what you gonna do? There's nothing that you going to do, guys. Okay, what else I can tell you today? Oh yeah, we went to watch that new movie with DiCaprio. Oh my God, guys! You can say whatever you want. If you like the movie, I'm fine, because there's always different opinion. People have different opinions, whatever. It's okay. But I really hated the movie. Oh man, it's 2.5 hours long. It's 2.5 hours. Dude, 2.5 hours. I can't believe it. It was so damn long. And I just couldn't sit still that long. You know, I got so bored, because whatever was in the movie, it could have been really shortened. Everything was just so slow and too detailed. The fight with the bear was too detailed. I don't like seeing too much blood. So I guess, you know, this movie just wasn't for me. So I really don't understand how come this movie is going for Oscar, but it's going for Oscar. No matter what it is, I didn't like it. My wife didn't like it either. So I asked her, once we exited the movie theater, once we got out, I asked her, why did you pick that movie? Like, why did you want to go? I said, did you know what it is? Did you at least watch the trailer? And she said no. She said, oh, just because it was nominated for Oscar, she thought it was going to be a good movie. I said, listen, next time we should at least read something about it and watch the trailer, because I'm sure if I watched that trailer, I don't think I would have gone see it. Really, man. It was just a long ass movie, bro. I can't believe this. I can't believe I survived in the movie theater for 2.5 hours. Last time that happened to me, it was probably 2003, maybe 2003 or maybe 2004. I went to watch the Lord of the Rings Part 3. OMG, guys, that movie was freaking 3 hours long, or maybe even longer, but definitely no less than 3 hours. And that movie was so boring. Oh my god. Again, I know there's probably a lot of fans of Lord of the Rings, but you know what, I didn't like it either. It was so boring. But the reason I didn't like it, the reason it was boring, is maybe because I have never watched Part 1 and Part 2. Yeah, the first two I never watched. So I had to go for the Part 3. I was kind of, you know, I would say I was kind of forced to go. So not really forced, but I had to go with other people, so I went. But yo man, I got so bored. And guess what, the movie started at 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 in the evening, but we went outside definitely sometime after 1 in the morning. And I wanted to sleep also. Such a late time, because I'm not really awake that late usually. I don't know, I'm used to go to sleep earlier than that, I would say. So this was probably so this one was the second boring movie ever for me. And hopefully the last, but I'm sure not least. But I have to tell you guys, watch the trailer before you go. Watch the trailer before you go, because you never know. And by the way, all the trailers that they demonstrated in the movie theater before the actual movie starts, for some reason I didn't like any of them. I don't know what happened. Maybe I'm becoming an old fart or something, but I don't like the movies that are coming up. None of the movies, none of the trailers that I've seen so far, I don't want to see any of those movies. For some reason I found them either bored or stupid. But that's me. You may have a different opinion, which is fine. That's normal. But I have this opinion, and this is my opinion, this is my channel with my opinion. So welcome to the YouTube other channel, my other channel on the YouTube. And if you really watched it till this time, hey guys, thanks for watching. Then, you know, you are the heroes, really. I mean, you really survived watching me for the last 25 minutes. This was really cool. So thank you very much for watching it. Unfortunately, you don't see my face, but you see the road in front of me. But you all know my face, so you don't have to see it anyway, right, guys? I am in Avenel now. The next traffic light I'm gonna cross, I'll be in Woodbridge. So I'm almost here, I'm almost home. I'm gonna do some things right now, a little bit, go to store, buy something, and that's it. I'm gonna go home. You guys have a good night, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, and I'll see you next time. Bye.